I'm Tim White, joined by 12 News political analyst Joe Fleming. Joe, Senate President Dominick Ruggerio, dead at the age of 76. He became a member of the General Assembly back when he was elected in 1980. Right. Needless to say, Dominick Ruggerio was a Smith Hill institution.
There's no question about that, Tim. He was well respected on Smith Hill. He started off in the House for a few years. Then he moved up to the Senate, taking his father-in-law, State Rocco Catroci, who was the Senate Majority Leader at the time. He's really knows government inside and out. Mm-hmm. So people relied on him a lot because of what he knew and how he can get things done and get people to work together to accomplish these goals.
And he's been in a leadership role in the Senate chamber for a while now as Senate President. It's hard to overstate how important, how powerful the Senate President is, just like the House Speaker and the legislation that they control.
I believe he's one of the three most powerful men in the state of Rhode Island, with the Speaker and the Governor. And again, nothing gets done. The budget is key in Rhode Island, and you need the Senate President and the House Speaker to agree on the budget, more so than the Governor, because they can make all the changes they want. Mm-hmm. And Dominick Ruggerio would negotiate what they give and take with the Governor and with the Speaker. So these are all inside type things, but he was a master at doing these types of things.
So there will be a special election to fill his Senate seat, District 4, which is North Providence and parts of Providence. But really, the election everyone's going to be watching now, Joe, is who's going to be the next Senate President.
There's no question about that, Tim. You're going to become like the third most powerful person in the state of Rhode Island. I think the jockeying for that is already beginning at this point. Until the elected president, the Senate Pro Tem will be running the Senate, which is Hannah Gallo. Mm-hmm. I hear three names. The Majority Leader Val Lawson, Senator Chacon, and Senator Pearson. Three people are interested in becoming the Senate President. Again, you need a majority of the votes to do that. And also keep in mind, you don't just need Democratic votes. You need Republican votes.
The entire chamber votes.
Exactly. Now, there's not a lot of Republicans, only 4 of them. But in a close election for Senate President, that could be very crucial.
So there could be a candidate or somebody who wants to be the next Senate President who's lobbying the Republicans for those 4 critical votes, because it could be razor thin.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing to keep in mind, the 4 Republicans are more conservative than progressive. So a more conservative candidate running for president would have a better chance, I believe, to get those 4 votes. But again, you're going to see a lot of compromises probably going on for the next week or so until they elect the president. I have to assume that the Senate probably will not meet this week. So when they do come back in session, I think that's when they will elect the president.
You know, timing, we don't know what the timing of that will be, but you have to imagine, Dominick Ruggerio has missed so much of this session because he's been sick this entire time. You have to think that the chamber's eager to get whoever it is, to get someone there in a leadership position.
There's no question about that. I think the Senate felt they were short-changed last year in the budget negotiations, that they need somebody there right away to really get their message across and the issues they want and the legislation they want to have passed. So I think they're going to move very quick to get a Senate president, and hopefully they'll come to some consensus and be able to elect one right away.
All right, Joe Fleming, thank you very much. We have complete coverage on the passing of Dominick Ruggerio right now on WPRI.com. I'm Tim White.